Welcome everyone to another educated discussion. Felipe's here alongside Elmo. And where are we?
We're at my house.
We're at Felipe's house. And we're going to hopefully educate you on how you can make it through the year of 2022. There's a lot of delays consistently happening in the video game world.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And even we both made like a little like, oh, I hate it. But it's needed. And we want the games to be good.
Yeah, of course.
So we're going to give you a cornucopia of releases that you can look forward to this year. And if any of them get delayed, hey, there's still plenty more goodness coming to you in the year of 2022.
Yeah, so that's kind of what the whole point of this cast is, just to shed some light on some games maybe, hey, might have forgotten about, but they're coming out this year. Something to look forward to.
Now, I have mine in order of release date and then ones that have not been announced yet. Are yours in any particular order?
I think I was going down the list in Wikipedia of release dates of this year, and eventually got to the point where a lot of them just weren't announced,
right?
Or didn't have an actual
date.
Just 2022 was the, but they probably will be in order. I will not have any dates for you.
Okay, I have dates for everything that's been announced.
If you would have told me.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, gotcha.
Because you only like what's mainstream, so I probably have it on the list anyway.
I have one thing that is not mainstream.
Oh, Doki Doki 2, Literature Paradise.
No.
Literature Paradise, sorry. Special shout out to games that have already been released that are, I think would have, had we done this sooner, been major inclusions. Do you want to mention your two?
Yeah, so two games that I was really looking forward to this year already came out.
And you have them, right?
I have them both.
Have you played them both?
I have started them both.
Were they worth the hype?
So far, yes.
Okay.
Those games are Horizon Forbidden West, which is one of the games I was looking forward to last year, but it got delayed.
Right.
That was on our last survival guide. And then the other one, Elden Ring. And I'm currently playing that now. I just popped it in and put in a couple hours.
And we did talk about before we recorded, we spoke about how difficult it is to play those two games at the same time.
Oh, yes. Those controls, when hopping between them back and forth. Because literally, I would go from Horizon Forbidden West, close game, move on to Elden Ring. That square button, screwing me over.
Something that I've been playing that came out before we recorded this was Pokemon Legends Arceus? Arceus?
You're right, no matter how you pronounce it.
Okay. I'll say Arceus because something tells me that's right, even though that's never what I would say. So Pokemon LA, we'll call it.
Okay.
Pokemon LA, I really am not a fan of what I'm looking at.
Oh,
sometimes.
That's what's keeping me from getting it.
But man, it hits so many good points that you can't help but like smile. And there's this great, I'll just go into just a little bit of detail. When you throw in the Pokeballs at these creatures, you get them while they're sleeping, whatever. I will enslave you.
Yeah.
Like as you sleep, like your free will is gone. The little bit, like when you throw it from, when you throw the ball and it hits them in their back, it makes such a satisfying thunk noise. Like you kind of feel bad, but it's so satisfying to hit these guys with the balls in the back.
Okay, great.
It's
way to phrase
so
it.
just that alone, like I'm catching 100 different freaking minor Pokemon, Bidoofs or whatever. Okay. But man, it's so satisfying to catch them. And I think that's actually something they do really nicely. It's you
so wait,
want
you're trying to catch them all? Is that like
you are trying to catch them all? That live on this island at least. But it's a game that I really would love them to see expand upon, and hopefully that's like the way they go forward.
Pokemon Days in a couple days. See that DLC?
It's gonna be nothing.
It's gonna be nothing.
They need to make a sequel and actually try.
Yeah, I know. Get them visuals a little cleaned up there.
Speaking of visuals, there's something coming out relatively soon as to when we're recording this that I am in love with the visuals. It's a style that Felipe would not like, with a name that Felipe and myself would roll our eyes at. So a game coming out March 4th. Are you familiar with Triangle Strategy?
Oh, that's that game that has the sprites, but it's in like
it's like a diorama kind of feel.
Yeah, that looks
okay. You do
fantastic.
You do like the art style.
I love it. Okay, I love it. Will not play it.
Okay, you're right. I don't think you played many strategy.
If there is
games.
a demo, I would love to see
there is
that
a demo.
Running. Oh, there
it's
is.
It's got like 3 chapters, so. And you can like keep your progress.
Just because I want to see that playing. I will not like that game.
I don't think you would like it. But it's I'm excited.
I'm in agreement with you. That looks fantastic.
Okay. Okay. Comes out relatively soon.
Okay.
Stupid
name.
Yeah, I don't know why. Come on. Could it change Legend of
Square strategy? That'd be a better. Anyway.
That's an extra side on the shape.
Come on, man.
I'm excited because I think it's the Octopath Traveler team, and just
I heard that game was fantastic.
It could play horribly, but I'm gonna love looking at it, which is the opposite of Pokemon's. but I don't think it'll play horribly. Right. It hits some of the tropes. I think I listened to the dialogue, and I'm like, well, okay. But it's got some like choosing, like decisions and throughout the narrative, so could be really good.
Gotcha. Yeah. Let me know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try it out too.
Should I get the physical version and let you know?
No.
Okay.
Well, let me download the thing.
Yeah. That actually might be the best way for it.
Well, before we continue with what's coming out later, there is another shout out of another game that I was looking forward to. That was on our cast last year, but it was delayed also. The next gen version of Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah,
just got released.
I almost put that on the list
right before Horizon, which I have higher precedence, and then right before Elden Ring, which also up there. So I'm not going to play Cyberpunk right now, but I will, and I have it. I bought the PS4 version for $10 on Black Friday, and I now get the PS5 version for the same. So I paid $10 for this game. I will play this game eventually, but just too much stuff.
I do want to.
But special shout out to that because I am very interested in seeing how that game comes out.
Something else I didn't mention that already came out. It seems like a game you'd maybe be into. Dying Light 2.
You playing that?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I just know it came out.
Yeah.
It seems like something you'd enjoy.
Yeah. I'll wait for some more patches. I heard that game's a little rough.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to get this one out of the way. These next 3 out of the way, just so we get to it. Something that one listener of this podcast I think is going to enjoy, and myself. WWE 2K22. A game that 2 years ago, the last one, you noticed that it came out with 2K22 coming out this next month?
Yeah.
And there was no 2K21 because 2K20 was so abysmal that they had to take a year off.
I remember.
To extra little seasoning on there. Cook it.
I heard of a recent celebrity partnership that they have with that game.
Do they? Who?
They have Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh.
In this new game.
Okay.
Why?
I didn't even know this. I'm into it because there's a general manager mode. And I like you pay contracts, you run your own
fight
show.
Karens.
No. But you just run a show and that's honestly more interesting. I don't even think you don't even have to play the matches. Like you run like your own company. That's cool. And that's something that I'm going to be into, and I'm hoping it gets decent reviews because then I will buy it. If it's abysmal, I will not.
Okay.
But as long as it gets 7 out of 10s or whatever,
like they usually do.
I'll probably
like 7.5, 8.
Which I haven't bought the last few, so it'd be nice to jump back in. Yeah.
Okay. All right, continue. So you had 3 to get out of the way.
Felipe, I know you're a fan of like Uncharted, God of War, maybe even a fan of Rings that are Elden. But what's your opinion on Chaos?
Oh, Jesus.
Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy.
I ran into that and I was like, there's no way Elmo's going to have this on his list. But he probably will. And of course he did.
I played that demo and it was pretty difficult, but I enjoyed my time with that game.
You like them wheat fields?
Okay, that was garbage. I don't know why they started you there. It looks abysmal. I will not get it at release, but it's definitely a game I'm like
check out.
And if they can just if they are smart, which I don't think they are, because Square Enix is not. Kingdom Hearts happened, but if they can like
your favorite series,
just play into the stupid of it and the nonsense, like the more he says every time he says chaos, I'm gonna smile.
Okay.
So if the more he said, if he can say it multiple times per sentence, I'm in. So the dumber this game is, the better for me.
Okay.
And honestly, it had a really, I thought, a creative battle system with the way you can change your class based on what weapon you're switching between mid fight.
Okay.
And mixing and matching a little bit, and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of like it's just different enough, and I'd like to see it in its full form.
Right.
So it looks ugly though. I don't know what they were doing.
God awful, but okay.
It looks like a PS3 game.
Sadly,
which
uprise PS3.
Yeah, which I mean, it still looks good in reality. Like we're looking at like PS2 games or like looking at some Super Nintendo. But I don't know why I did that voice for that. But
yeah.
And something I won't get. We're moving to the next game. Something I won't get. That comes out March 18th.
Okay.
This one though, March 22nd. I think there are some people that like a little more calmer gaming experiences.
Okay.
And Rune Factory 5. I don't know if you're familiar with that franchise at all.
No.
Pretty much, you're this anime boy or girl, and you farm, and you fight monsters. And you get waifus or husbandos.
Okay.
And I thought it would be worth mentioning to the audience.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I had a little bit of confusion here. I thought this was stuff that we were excited for.
I just threw that in there because I would like to like those games. Like, have you heard of Stardew Valley? Mm-hmm. Like, it's kind of like with that kind of feel, and like I would love. I played a little bit. I just couldn't get into it.
Okay.
And I think it was just because I was playing it on the Switch, and that's just not a good control scheme on there.
That could be a cast. Stuff that like you think we should be into, but we just aren't.
Not a biggest disappointment, but something like that.
Kind of. Keep that on the back burner.
Just I played like Rune Factory 4 on like 3DS or something.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't get into it. I don't think farming's for me, but I want to like it. It seems like a really chill experience.
Okay.
And I know someone.
It might be one of those games you have to be in the right mood for, the right time and place.
I think for someone who, I think you're more of I'm more of the quantity person. You have very few releases you get throughout the year.
Yeah.
So for someone who like,
well, I'm not rich like you. I can't afford all these games.
Yeah. Okay. It's called having nothing else you buy all year.
That's true.
I don't go to your fancy, Disney trips. We your 3-hour reviews. 3-hour reviews. You went to multiple parks.
Move on.
You even went to the make your own lightsaber. I'm just joking.
I wish, dude. I tried. I would have paid it.
I want to do that. Anyway, those are my 3. I'll let you go now.
Okay. Do not have a date, but it's sometime in March.
Okay.
Switch Sports.
Oh, that's on here.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
What's the date?
April 29th.
Oh, darn it. April 29th is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Don't know about this one yet, but I mean, come on. They're finally bringing back sports.
Tennis.
For the very uneducated. This is in reference to when the Wii first came out.
Yes.
They had Wii Sports that was included in every single
There's
Wii
no
console.
baseball on this one, though.
They'll release stuff.
So, fun fact about Elmo when he was in high school. Okay. I had weight training, and the day before I went to the class, like this was like middle of the year. Yeah. I played a lot of like the baseball Wii Sports that night or whatever. And the next day, like I tried to like lift for class, and I couldn't at all. Like my right arm was in pain
because of your baseball.
I don't know. I didn't know why, to be honest. I'm like, why does this hurt so bad? I thought I just slept on it wrong. So then I spoke to the coach / teacher, and he's like checking out my arm. He's like moving it and asking me when it hurts and how. He's like, were you playing baseball yesterday? And I didn't have the heart to tell him it was a video game. But I was like, yeah, I was. He's like, that's what's going on. Were you pitching?
He's good.
And I'm like, yeah.
He's good.
So that's how authentic sports on Nintendo handhelds can. On Nintendo consoles can be.
Well, that title specifically is very nostalgic. That was one of the one that really started the whole family craze. Everyone's playing. I mean, come on, bowling. You got a winner there. I mean, that's it. So they're finally redoing it on the Switch now. Everything looked a little.
I hope you don't have a Switch Lite.
Yeah, that's true. So, anyways, don't know too much about it, but I'm interested because I liked the original Wii Sports.
So, what's your interest? I wrote the wrong date because I wrote 3/35. It's got to be 25. Ghostwire Tokyo.
I was excited about it because you know me.
I do.
I'm a Sony pony, right? I like all the exclusives for PlayStation. So I announced it. I'm like, oh, cool. I love horror. I love, Sony exclusive, at least, if I'm not mistaken, at least a time one. I'm not sure.
I think it's timed.
Yeah. But I finally saw the gameplay for it, like the gameplay trailer. Now, I did not watch this newest direct. I don't know if they fixed whatever. But I lost all interest in it. Really? It just looks super repetitive, like what you were doing, the entire trailer. Very cool visually. I love all the like neon and particle effects and everything. But to play, I can see it getting stale very, very quickly. So, no, I'm not interested in this. But not to say though, if they release it on Plus or something, I'll check it out.
I'm hoping there's a good storyline going there because it seems to be focused on like the idea of ghosts.
But it is Japanese based. Its storylines in Japanese games can go one of two ways. So it could either be great or it can be outlandish and silly and not interesting.
Or it could be outlandish in a good way.
That would be the great part.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyways, but no, I'm not too interested.
I just remember the first time it was announced at E3, there was a lot of hype, especially because the one lady who presented it was very just like...
It was just eccentric.
Yeah, it was just like her excitement was like contagious.
Yeah.
And I would love to see something that like is like more horror. Yeah, and something more horror based is
right.
Something we don't get too much of.
Yeah, you got this horror game announcement. You got this sweet lady being silly on stage. Is like,
I don't know how much horror it is, but it's definitely a more like dark.
Yeah,
in tone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My next one, don't have a date for it, but I have Forspoken.
That comes out May 24th.
Okay, so you have that one.
Yeah, I got it. I'm good.
Yeah, again, Sony Pony here, an exclusive. I'm gonna check it out. I'm not fully convinced on that one yet.
Because it's Square. And
exactly. It's Square and very hit or miss. But storyline wise, I do love the fish out of water. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong. You know that.
It's
whole
probably gonna
storyline.
have that problem you have with Final Fantasy VII Remake, though. Like just the dialogue's more like.
I don't think so because at least with the other people, but she's not an anime character. She's a young adult or teen or I forgot what age they're what bracket she's in, but she's talking like we talk. Like what am I? Like with slang and everything. She's talking that, but you put that in a Elden Ring looking world. You know what I'm saying? So
do we know what developer that is?
Square. No, I don't know.
I mean, the Tomb Raider people are.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
Luminous Productions.
It might be a newer studio or something.
Final Fantasy 15?
Anyways, yeah.
They don't have much history.
No. So I said they're probably like a newer studio.
And you hated Final Fantasy 15, so.
Yeah, that was not good.
Pushing the car? You didn't like that open?
I wanted to like that game.
I enjoyed it.
I really wanted to
definitely like it. Had some problems.
But anyways, visually it looks cool. All the weird effects of her traversing and jumping around looks cool, but we'll see.
This one I thought is just worth mentioning. These two, because I thought one of them was for you, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land. People really like that Kirby sucking up a car and driving around.
Kirby, someone call it.
That'll be a great image for the YouTube version,
right?
Which you can also find us on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter and wherever you find your podcasts.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we got that Encanto TikTok you made.
Pretty good, right?
Chef's kiss.
Thanks. I tried.
Both of them.
Oh, okay. Good.
No class allowed in the sky. Anyway, and then you've surprised me with I think your interest in this for some reason. For some reason, I'm thinking this is relatable to you. Lego Star Wars. I think it's because on your PS4 you had like the Lego Star Wars theme.
What?
You had a Lego Star Wars theme on your PlayStation for a while.
You got me.
You did.
And
maybe it was your PS3.
Probably not as handsome. Maybe on the PS3. Maybe.
I seem to remember your parents' house and there being a Lego Star Wars theme.
Huh.
So that would have been PS3 era.
All I can think of is maybe my sister's PS3.
Okay. I don't know. I associate Lego Star Wars with you in my head. Okay. So I brought it up.
No, but I will say those games are great. All the Lego games really, but specifically the Star Wars ones were great. I played those on the PS2 back in the day and on the Xbox, the original. And great games. I'm not particularly excited about them, but like I said, if I have nothing else to play, I'll check them out. But I won't buy them. Like, I don't know.
Continuing on with the strategy kind of, this is the year of strategy games.
Okay.
2 others that are coming out: Mario and Rabbids.
Oh, they're finally making a sequel for that.
They're making a sequel. It comes out this year, and I remember the guys who made XCOM. I don't know if you're familiar, like very hardcore strategy. They were like, man, so ingenious, like what they did, like using the mobility of characters. Like it gave them ideas for what they would want to do in future games.
That's cool.
So, also, I don't think this comes out that year. Isn't there some Marvel strategy game coming out?
something Black Sun or something like that.
Is that this year?
That is this year, yeah. Well, planned for this year.
Okay. That seems like it's gonna...
Yeah.
Okay. On April 8th, Advanced Wars 1 and 2.
Is that a re-release?
Huh?
Is that a re-release?
It's a remake.
Remake.
Of some Game Boy Advance
not
games.
a remaster.
No.
Oh, okay.
Remake of some Game Boy Advance games, I believe.
Okay.
And I do not like the art style, but I have, for over a decade, heard hype about these games.
Yep.
And I think I'll it's definitely something on my radar because I would like to play something good. I just wish it didn't look the way it did. It seems like they traded an anime style for more of like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of style.
I'm not familiar with its appearance.
I
just hear good things about the type.
I've heard people be like, forget Fire Emblem, bring back Advance Wars for a long time.
Okay.
Long time.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn. Mario Strikers Battle.
Okay, I got that. That comes out. That's actually next on the list because your order jumped around a little bit. What's the 6th month? June 10th.
June 10th. Yeah, man.
Did you play some of those older ones?
I played it back on the GameCube.
Yeah.
There was a Wii one as well. From Blockbuster. So they're showing my age. God. Okay. Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, one of them. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I popped that in and I played it at a friend's house. What a game. Great. And the thing that really sucked about it, I think I only had 2 controllers for the GameCube. Mm-hmm. But I know you can play 4, right? Maybe even more. No, I think it's just 4. Regardless, what a blast. Mario, soccer, its art style was great. All the power moves and everything. I think that was my first Mario sports game. Mm-hmm. And to me, that set the bar. So each time a Mario sports game came out, I was always interested in it. I did play Mario Tennis because of that. It was great. You know, never a big golf guy. I never played the golf games, but I knew it was going to be good anyways. Because I didn't like tennis, but I still liked the game. And soccer, I did have some familiarity with it because I'm Spanish. And I did play No, I did play soccer a little bit when I was a kid, but the game was great, and the new one's coming out, and it just finally. I'm tired of all the Mario games looking exactly the same.
Yeah, this one definitely seems like they watched a lot of Rocket League.
Yeah. So I'm like, finally. Yeah, that's not what they say, but anyways, it just looks great, and I'm excited for it. And it's strange to me that I have two Nintendo Switch games on my list because I never play anything Nintendo Switch besides Pokemon.
And Smash.
Obviously, but I even skipped Arceus or whatever. But
I have it physical, so I'll let you try that out.
Try that out. You can take your time on that. Mm-hmm. Still waiting on Ratchet. Anyways,
Speaking of Advance Wars and their angry fans, Fire Emblem 3 Hopes is coming out this year. Did you see the trailer for that?
They already have houses. Why do they need hopes?
That's what I say. Yeah.
No, I didn't see anything. That was at one of the newer directions.
Yeah,
I didn't see any of them.
It's like what is it called? Like the Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, you know what? No, I did watch someone reacting to the direct, but I saw Fire Emblem come up. I was like, I'm done. I was making food or something.
I really enjoyed those characters and that music. You know how I feel about that in Smash. Mm-hmm. So to see them using those characters, because that's what I've always been annoyed with Fire Emblem. Each game focuses on completely different people. Very rarely is one character in Fire Emblem and then in the next.
Okay.
So this is getting a little more time with some characters that I've spent over 100 hours with at this point.
Okay.
Because I've beaten 3 houses twice and want to do a 3rd run. So just getting to be in that.
Found all 6 houses.
to get a little more time with those characters. I'm a fan.
Okay.
And hopefully it runs a little better than that Zelda one that they did.
It's on Switch, dude. It ain't gonna run good.
But the first Fire Emblem Warriors was alright.
Okay.
So hopefully they just don't do whatever they were doing with Zelda.
Alright.
And there is something satisfying about just having the mindless, I'm just gonna kill 800 dudes today in the video game. Not in real life.
Yeah, not in real life. Yeah.
I'm gonna slash my way through 800 dudes. Jeez. And there is a sad. I don't know. Have you ever played a Dynasty Warriors?
It's kind of sexist.
Have you played a Dynasty Warriors?
No, doesn't call my interest.
Mm-hmm. It's a great put on a podcast. Just
mindlessly hack and slash or whatever.
Which they seem to like focus like they seem to be doing more with like you need to actually like be paying attention and like strategize a little bit.
I mean, they made so many of them. They clearly sell. People like them. So
yeah. And then another one. I don't know if you've seen. It's another one of those like 2.5D HD whatever, like the triangle strategy kind of art style. I'm gonna say it wrong. Live. It's another one of those like a remake of like some like game that never got released in America. So there are some people extremely hyped for this. I've never even heard of it before. But then I was hearing people be like, "Oh my god, that's what they're doing." Live or Live Alive or Live a Live. I don't know. I don't remember how to say it. But I think you would. It seems to be like there's like a few different characters. Each one has their own storyline and even some of their own gameplay kind of changes. Okay. That I think some of that art you would be a decent fan of.
Do you know if this has anything to do with the anime Kill la Kill?
I don't think so. No,
it's the opposite.
No. But we'll put up on the YouTube version some video, and Felipe will see it then, and because it was on that recent Nintendo Direct.
Okay.
And the art style enough was to sold me on like I want to check this out.
Okay. All right then. Let me go.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. Maybe you have this on your list. I have here Saints Row.
That's next.
Oh yeah,
cross it out.
Oh, dang.
Comes out August 23rd.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the Saint Rose games I've always enjoyed, but they veered off into a silliness that you appreciate more than I do.
I appreciate it more.
But it also had some elements that I liked as well, but it led to a whole direction that I don't care about. Like,
you know, like playing as a toilet?
I don't remember that.
Your character turns into a toilet and you can run around and punch people and the animations.
Anyways, no, I meant like storyline wise, like, I don't know, like there's a lot of wrestling in there. I could care less about wrestling. And I'm like, oh, whatever. So anyways, so they're rebooting it pretty much. What this thing is. They're still going to keep the open world design. I assume it's going to be still silly and fun, but I would like a slightly more, I don't want to use this word because I know it could be negative when you're comparing it to a Saints Row, but I do want a slightly more grounded Saints Row, but I know that's not what Saints Row is. Yeah. But I would like to see what their new take is. Going
into a hacker world that they have superpowers.
Yeah, no, I kind of liked the first part of Saints Row 3.
Okay.
Before the end happens and you're, I don't know. The whole falling in the sky to Kanye West, as terrible of a person he is these days. You can't beat that. Was great. That was fantastic. I need more of that. And not, I mean, you want to keep the dildo bat, that's fine, I guess. But
it was like a dubstep gun.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm interested in it. That's
it was satisfying. And 4 it was satisfying to fly around, but it made you never use the cars.
Exactly. So like there's got to be a give and take. The flying or whatever, that's got to be something you unlock at the end and you have a limited amount of. I don't know. It's got to be a way to balance that. But anyways, yeah, I'm interested in it. I'll it's one of those like I'll wait for the reviews and see what they say kind of deal.
There were some games on my list that had no release date that I could find.
That's the next ones that I have here.
Okay. I'm sure. Starfield.
Okay.
Moving on.
There's nothing to know about that game. There's nothing. There's a trailer out there.
It'll probably be on Game Pass though, so I'll try it out.
Yeah, you'll try it out. I won't.
Don't you have Game Pass?
Console. I don't have Game Pass.
You played Halo. Oh, it's free to play.
It's free to play, yeah.
I'll give you a month of Game Pass.
It's $1. I'll get it, but I got so much to play right now.
You have fun crouching when you mean to run in Horizon Evil Ring West.
Okay,
all
sure.
Right, so what's on your list?
I have here, and I should have written down the name of it entirely, but I have the Avatar game here.
Okay, you have to explain this one to me.
Avatar. James Cameron's
Avatar.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, Airbender?
No. I wish. That'd be above all everything. No. James Cameron's Avatar. I'm one of the, I guess, apparently unpopular opinion. I enjoyed the film. I don't know. A lot of people don't like it.
It's a very successful film. It's got a Disney World area. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, I really liked it. So, and then like recently, like I did the Pandora, like the experience at Disney World, and it was great. Like I want more of that. So now I can actually play it, and it's visually good as it looks. I mean, who knows what the actual gameplay looks like? But
isn't it Ubisoft?
Yeah.
That actually makes me less interested now.
Whatever.
Why did you roll your eyes?
Because you're a hater.
No. Get into that. What? Okay. Here's my problem. Ubisoft games constantly. There's just too many icons on the map. They do not respect my time.
Okay.
Like when I think of Far Cry,
they said, "Hey, go to this icon," or is that your choice?
No, it's like there's just so many freaking icons on the screen. Like
I agree.
Like I burnt out of Far Cry, and you've played way more Far Cry than I have. Are you gonna play Far Cry 6?
Eventually.
Why haven't you bought it already?
Because it's too. I have other games that are a priority.
Right. I mean,
and I'm not rich like you.
It was like $20 on Black Friday. I was surprised that
30.
It was like 30. When I think of like the Assassin's Creed games now,
yeah. So
I'm worried that game.
I'm burnt out on them too, but the reason one of the good things about being burnt out on them is I'm not buying them all the time. The last Ubisoft game I played was Odyssey.
I mean, you've played many Far Cries though.
Yeah, in the past, the last one I played was.
I mean, anything from now was the past. No, didn't you play? You didn't play 5.
I played the first 20 minutes of 5 because I did it from Redbox.
You did not do it from GameFly.
Redbox, and I said, "No, I like died, and I was like, I do not have the time to put in this in just one day and deal with this frustration this early on.
Right?
No, I just returned it immediately. So no, I did not play 5.
Maybe that's why I thought you played more.
No. I love Far Cry games, but I don't play them all the time because I'm familiar with what you're talking about. But you can't hate something because there's too much stuff to do. You don't have to play each one of these games. You choose the ones that interest you.
But like, I mean, listen, I didn't play Origins Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I went right into Odyssey, and like I wanted
a lot to do there.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Like,
again, you don't have to do it. No, I didn't. I didn't jump into Valhalla. Find all the feathers.
I was so burnt out from Odyssey. I'm like, I'm not playing Valhalla.
Yeah, I didn't play Valhalla either.
So I wish they took a less is more approach, because even like that's not even fair.
We don't know. We don't know.
No, that's not even fair. Because Odyssey, there were 3 storylines that you had to like do to get the like real ending.
Oh, I didn't do that.
And you just beat like the main narrative, but you didn't see the other 2 endings that I think then unlock a true ending. Okay, sure. You saw Cassandra?
I sure did, with the suit.
Well, you had to beat that.
I'm gonna say what kind of suit. Just saying.
Anyway, continuing. We're not talking about Assassin's Creed right now.
Anyway,
which they are making an unlimited Assassin's Creed game.
Don't worry about that. That better not be on your list.
Is it coming out this year?
I don't know. So anyways, we don't know too much about this game. We just know Ubisoft. Ubisoft has that connotation, that familiarity, that's what that would equate, but we don't know yet. Probably will, but we'll see.
I'm gonna throw a weird one on the list. It sounds like you were transitioning.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything about Dragon Ball The Breakers?
I want to say I have. Oh, is it that dumb Friday the 13th one?
I am not excited to play this. I don't think I'll get it, but I just thought it'd be worth bringing
up. Put this on this list.
What are your thoughts? We've not discussed Dragon Ball The Breakers.
It's stupid. It's dumb.
You could be Oolong the pig and shoot a grenade launcher at Frieza.
I will give them...
It's okay.
I don't want to give them any positivity because this is a stupid decision, but at least they're not doing another...
going through the Cell saga.
Yeah, at least it's not that, but it's like, you don't have to do this either. Like, just...
What if it's good?
It won't be good. I guarantee it. Stamp on it.
Okay.
Metacritic, 68.
That's not that bad. That's higher than your recent movie review score.
Yeah, that's true. But, yeah, we'll see. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. No, fine. 42.
Dang. So, we should make some content out of that game.
I'm not buying that garbage.
You can buy it. Use it as like an expense.
That's not how that works.
You work somewhere,
we
right?
don't get any views. Move on. Taking
Okay.
too much time. Jesus.
All right.
No, I'm not interested in that.
Do you expect Bayonetta 3 to release this year?
Yeah, that's coming out this year.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You any thoughts
The game
on that
looks
one?
Done. I mean, it looked done like 4 years ago when they announced it.
So there's no proof of it coming out this year.
I trust Nintendo. They said it was coming out this year. Right? Did they put 2022?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Nintendo's never lied.
Are you going to play any of those?
No.
No?
I really enjoyed
You like
the demo.
Devil May Cry. Like
I enjoyed the demo for Bayonetta 1 on the PS3. And Nintendo bought it and I said no. No, it's good. No,
my face was
I
pretty
just-
good there. Like, what?
I never played the first. I'm not gonna deal with that.
Okay.
I enjoy what they were going on or what they were going for with that game, but I don't see myself playing that unless they somehow release it. But they on a console that I would play, like the PlayStation, and I know they won't because Nintendo owns that property now.
Mhm.
So, but anyways,
Fair enough.
well, I forgot to tell you, I actually have one. I have one more Nintendo game on it,
Mhm.
but I'll get to that later. Next one that I also hope comes out this year, but no guarantees. God of War Ragnarok.
I put my pen down just so you could know. I'm like, I'm crossing this. I know that's what he's going to mention. But I mentioned that. I brought that up
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, not much. This is a popular game. Everyone pretty much knows about this. God of War, sequel to one of the best games of all time.
I mean, if you listen to, you should
spoil-
see where it showed up on our best Sony exclusive tournament.
Yeah,
You should go
some would
listen to those.
say the title of that podcast is a spoiler to what. Never mind. Anyways,
Did we put spoilers in the title?
no, but never mind.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, God of War 1, fantastic. The new one's coming out. Looks just as great. Can't wait to try it out. I see more of that story.
Mm-hmm.
I have high hopes. Not so much of it.
You have high hopes, not high houses. Because Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, 3 Houses. Remember you made that joke? Call back.
Sure.
It's this kind of content you could expect on Educated Discussion.
You just dissuaded people.
I mean, they made it 30 plus minutes in.
Let me double up on mine.
Okay.
I got one more for you. And this is probably the most important one for the entire year. You got your pen ready?
I'm excited. I'm going to predict this.
Hogwarts Legacy.
That's not coming out this year.
Yes, it is.
You think it is?
They reiterated it.
I didn't even put it on
about
there.
a couple weeks ago.
I'm trying to keep my hype.
Wow, so you're not even a fan.
I'm trying to keep my hype so
ladies
low.
and gentlemen, looks like Elmo here is not a fan of Harry Potter. So we won't.
I'm
take,
in the
we
middle
won't-
of
no,
reading
this is
Prisoner of
for-
Azkaban.
This is for fans right now. Okay. Hogwarts Legacy, everybody. You get to live out your fantasies of going to Hogwarts. Okay. Now this is before Harry Potter took the limelight, as they say. Okay. So you're gonna get to go to Hogwarts. You're gonna probably do a Pottermore survey and find out what house you're gonna be on, and then you're gonna get placed in your house, and you're gonna go to.
What's your house?
Hold on a second. You're gonna go to freaking school at Hogwarts. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna go to.
We've
potions
seen no
class.
gameplay, by the way.
Yes, we have. That trailer was all gameplay. That was all.
Well, we don't know like what living in Hogwarts is actually going to be.
It doesn't matter. This game is gonna be great.
I need it to be great.
It will be great, and that will come out this year because a month ago, WWB themselves, W Games themselves said, "Hey, that Gotham Knights and that Hogwarts Legacy, that they are coming out this year."
Okay.
No one even asked them to say that. They're like, we just
Unwarranted.
they were just like, we just want to make you guys aware that they will be released. Not like we're planning. They will be released,
Okay.
is what they said.
I would love to play it.
You know?
What's your house? When you've done
I've done the pot. Here's the deal. I don't take the results because I accidentally answered a question wrong.
okay.
I hit next before I had actually answered it, so it skewed everything. They gave me Hufflepuff,
Okay.
but I honestly, this was long ago, so
Okay.
we'll see. I look forward to retaking whatever algorithm they use to choose your house in this new game.
Mm.
That will be my definitive.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and if it's Hufflepuff, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very much looking
You're
forward.
supposed to ask me my house.
Oh,
Slytherin gang all the way. Anyway.
evil.
No, that okay.
Every single Slytherin is bad.
No, read the play. Read the play. They fix that.
All of them.
Oh, I didn't know Horace Slughorn was evil.
He was evil.
When was he evil?
He was trying to keep Harry from doing whatever he was doing.
Yeah, but he was just trying to not implicate himself in something horrible.
Man.
He didn't.
He'd be slugging horns all the time anyway. Anyways, so very much looking forward to that.
Okay.
Continue on.
Another strategy game that keeps consistently getting delayed. Okay. Now listen, you're gonna like this.
No one wants it.
No. It's just it weirdly looks great. Like I'm just gonna say this title, and I want to know your thoughts.
Okay.
I will describe Felipe's face as I say it. All right. Don't make a face.
Okay.
Digimon Survive. He's nodding no. His eyes are closed. Maybe an eye roll happened.
Well, whatever.
He put his hands in the air.
Surprisingly, that CyberSleuth game apparently was great. So I rolled my eyes at that, and it was good.
I played those.
There is some potential. Yeah, I heard from you that it was great too.
Oh, okay.
But from a lot of people, and so benefit of the doubt, maybe this one will be great as well. I do not like strategy games.
There's 4 strategy games on this list. Oh, and the 5th, if we count the Marvel Midnight Sun, whatever.
Well, that's not on your list.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of good strat. This is the year of strats.
Okay. There is one game that I forgot to mention on the something that's actually already out. But I'm not, I am interested in it. The reviews have me a little trepidatious. But I think I might check it out one day. Martha is Dead.
I didn't know who's Martha?
Just a phrase that Superman and Batman would just roll in their grave because Martha just is apparently the link between them both. Anyways, Martha is Dead is a horror game that was released, I think, just like a couple days back. If not, it's about to be released, and I think that just the reviews came out a couple days back. I hear very mixed things on it. I honestly have no idea what it's about, but I know that there's some chick named Martha. She's dead, right?
Okay.
No, all I know
what more
is
do you need?
It's all I know is that it's a woman's sister has died. I assume her name was Martha. I don't know. And you're trying to figure out, I think, why she died or how. And it's just, I heard it's very, very twisted and very dark. And as you guys might know, based on previous casts that we have done.
And Felipe's dark tan skin.
Sure.
You said dark.
Sure. I really enjoy that stuff. And we watch movie nights. We watch a lot of horror movies. We watch a lot of weird, dark, twisted things. And this game fits that category. But I hear mixed things on the game. It's like some people are saying it's terrible. Like gameplay's awful. Some people are saying it's revolutionary. Like I don't know. It's so mixed out there. But I will eventually check it out and make my own opinion for myself. But I heard it's very, very messed up. And I heard that it was so messed up that on the PlayStation version they had to remove some content. Just keep it as visual versus you playing it on the PC.
Okay. Which version are you gonna play?
The PlayStation version,
okay,
because that's a superior way to do it. Anyways,
how many more are on your list?
I have 3 more.
I think. All right, I'll do 2 here, and then we'll be able to just back and forth. I'm purely interested from a what the heck are they doing standpoint. Sonic Frontiers. Okay. They're gonna make an open world Sonic game.
Yeah,
what is that even?
I am curious of that one. Never to purchase it, but I'm curious what the reviews will be, what the gameplay is gonna look like, all that. Like, I don't know.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery that I'm very much interested in. Considering the last Sonic game I think came out was you make your own Sonic Forces, you make your own Sonic characters, all nonsense. They can't have learned that many lessons from that game, so I'm interested to see just what they create.
Yeah,
I would love it for it to be good. I don't really like Sonic games.
Yeah, same here.
I liked Sonic Heroes on the PS2 when I was younger, and that's the last time I can say I was like, I really like this game. Or something Sonic. I like that Sonic Mania. I guess I didn't get very far.
I think I would like the Sonic games if I was good at them, but I'm not. So all this momentum that feels awesome when you're doing, I always lose it.
Yeah.
I stop. I'm like, now I got it.
Those games are like mazes. Like there's different paths to try and get. It's just you do a lot of not moving. So
yeah, I'm too slow for these fast games.
Getting old, like me. You're older than me,
not
actually.
that old.
You're older
I'm
than
not
me.
as old as you. All right, so you said you're gonna do it too.
Yeah. Something that just something different.
Okay.
And I'm hoping they make it cool. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game coming out.
Okay. Or Shredder's
The-
Revenge or something.
Yeah, the like beat 'em up.
Yeah.
They don't do many of those anymore.
No.
And I'm always interested to see how a developer tries to take something that's so not modern and make it modern and try to expand upon those old ideas.
Okay.
And there's very rarely have I seen it done in a way that I find engaging, but I would love for them to do something that makes even Felipe be like, I want to play that game.
You haven't done that yet, but
no,
we'll see.
I've played a few.
I am very happy that this exists for those people that like it. I have fond memories of playing the original Ninja Turtle games. At least one of them on the whatever console it was. I think I played like a port of it, but I think it was initially on one of the Super Nintendos or something. But I didn't have a good time playing them, but I don't need to play them.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that's out there, and I'm happy they're keeping it faithful because that's what I remember in my head.
Right.
You know? So it's cool. That
Who's
they're
your
doing
turtle?
that. Oh, Leo, for sure. He's the best.
Okay.
That's not like a question. Like, it's just a fact.
No.
But anyways.
Donatello's got the reach.
What's he reaching for?
And he's got purple. It's the best color.
Blue's the best color.
All right.
Come on.
All right. Okay.
Two Katana?
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
No. We got two more.
All right, my turn. My
Yeah.
turn. Let me get this one out the way just because this is my third Switch game that I have here. And this only because this is the only option I have. Portal Companion Collection is what I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been wanting to play Portal 1 and Portal 2 on a non-PC setting for the longest time. And I cannot find it without buying the PS3 version of Portal
Okay.
2 and then buying the orange box version of Portal 1. There's no way to play these games, to my knowledge.
Okay.
Unless maybe they're on PS Now, but I'm not going to
Right.
worry about that. They're finally releasing them, both of them, and apparently at a cheap price. I think it's $20 or $25 for this.
That's dirt cheap.
That's really cheap. And Portal 1 is fantastic, and Portal 2 is incredible. Up there with one of my favorite games.
Did you play the multiplayer campaign?
I played it multiplayer I got the platinum.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never touched that multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
Is it
I
good?
actually played with someone who was on PC.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that was when they like. Okay.
They had that weird Valve integration or Steam integration, whatever.
I just recall that game and Mortal Kombat 9 coming out around the same time,
Yeah.
and that's when there was like the Sony internet breach, and they like online was knocked out for a while because of
I
hackers.
don't remember Portal 2 being involved in that, but it's
I
possible.
think those two came out around the same time.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Regardless.
I remember going to a Kmart because they had this weird deal for new releases, and I think I got both of those at the same time.
Nice.
And I never went to a Kmart ever again.
Yeah, they went away.
Yeah.
They became Sears Essentials for a second,
Okay.
and then it was gone. But yeah, I've been wanting to play those games for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and this is my finally a chance to play it. And if the reviews are good, if it's not too choppy or whatever, then I'll give it a shot.
And you played BioShock recently, so you do like going back.
I do.
My second to last one, game that Felipe will not care about, Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I really liked it just because like you don't hear much like all British voice acting.
Okay.
And the fact that game came out at all in America was like a big deal because there was like a big campaign to make it happen. And then the second one came out and they made it more like, you like anime ladies?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give you more anime ladies than you can dream of. And to the point where I was like, this is dumb. I thought the character designs were awful. Granted, I do enjoy playing Pyra and Mithra in Smash.
Yeah.
And you do too.
Yeah.
But they put some extra clothes on those characters.
Oh, they put some for the
the Smash version, they have more, they have a little bit more clothing than they do.
Okay.
And they don't have much clothing.
What a shame.
Yeah. they added a few more textures
Okay.
of cloth.
All right, that makes sense.
But 3 seems to be like more of a mixture of the two.
Okay.
And I would love to see more. I love British voices, so more of that with a little bit of JRPG flair.
Let me tell you about this guy called Tom Holland. His British voice, let me tell you. Okay.
All right. Your last game and then mine.
I have 2 more games. One of them I do not have hope of coming out this year, so I'm gonna put this one out real quick. You know what? I'll say that one.
That's mine, actually. Mine is like I don't think it's coming out this year.
Okay, never mind. I'll save that one for the end. My next one's coming out. I don't remember too much on it, but this company, or at least this publisher, has a fantastic track record that I will probably try out anything. This is called Open Roads.
No idea what that is.
It's one of those Annapurna games. People that put out Edith Finch, those like walking sim kind of deal games. All I know about this one, if I remember the plot correctly, it is a mother and daughter on a road trip. And that was the trailer. I saw the trailer once at one of those Sony State of Plays, or maybe not even one of those, maybe one of those Summer Show Fest.
Summer Show Fest.
Yeah, one of them. Summer Game Fest or whatever. Showcase. Whatever. It was in a compilation, and I was like, I'm liking the vibes this game's putting out. Oh, Annapurna? Edith Finch? I'm in. Edith Finch was fantastic. So, not much to say on it. I will put some kind of visual here, probably, if I'm not too lazy. But all I know is I've never been disappointed in one of those games that I played. So I'm going to try it out.
All right. My last game I don't expect to come out. A Plague Tale Requiem.
That's coming out this year.
You think it is?
They already announced the release date. And
when I looked, there was no date, but I could see that getting pushed back. Just based on how little we've seen. And true. It's supposed to be happening. I
love the collector's edition statue.
I'm not seeing it.
I wish I liked that game more than I did, because that was not a good game. But the statue for this new one, it's cool, man.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I really liked that first game.
I know you did. That was one of the ones that was actually on the last survival guide.
Okay.
I was excited for it because it was coming out for Plus, or at least the rumor was, and it ended up coming out for Plus. I played it and I beat it. I enjoyed it. I just don't think it was it was good. I'll say it that. I also think I rushed a little too bad. But
it looked great. Okay. You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Visually?
What they did with lighting?
I guess.
Okay, anyway, whatever.
Man, I gotta remember.
You just don't like rats, which I can't blame you.
I mean, who would after that game? I love rats. That's not a thing. But no, it was. I just expected more. I don't know what I was expecting, but it didn't. I don't know. It just reminded me so much of Last of Us. But it did not have the polish of The Last of Us. And I know it's not supposed to. It's not Naughty Dog's not doing fighting. It. She's not fighting.
Well, she's got a sling.
It's a smaller studio, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. I was actually worried we'd never get a sequel or anything from that studio.
I knew that was going to happen because that game was winning awards and stuff. Remember? That's the only reason I knew about it. Because I would see it at award show all the time. I'm like, what is this dumb rat game doing here? But it just never stopped showing up at these award shows. I'm like, oh man,
you should go back and look at some of the visuals on there. It's a very pretty game.
I'm sure it was good. You know what it was? I was disappointed because there'd be all these freaking rats. But when you use photo mode, you would. Whenever you frame, whenever you press whatever to get to photo mode, only the rats that you would see from that photo mode would be there. The moment you turn to, which you have to get the right photo sometimes, all those are gone. Only the ones you see in the frame when you press. And obviously, if you move, the rats are everywhere around you. But it was so annoying because I honestly could not.
I don't think I ever touched the photo mode. So.
I love photo modes in games. And especially when they do it right. And I will give it to them. That photo mode was fantastic, with the exception of that stupid thing, with the rats not being there.
I'll have to check that out. That's a game really I plan on going back to when they did the upgrade to it.
But what I'm saying is, although I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would check this new one out. I would not buy it. I wouldn't.
I feel like that's a developer I want to support. I was really worried when they put them on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Because that's the same studio, and I was like, "Oh, I guess they're doing an Activision Blizzard kind of deal, like Tony Hawk."
Okay.
I like that so much that I was into the name of the main character. I was like, I can name my kid that.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that.
Which that got laughs. So no.
Okay.
But that is probably, if we're looking at this list, in my top 3 for sure. I haven't numbered them at all, but I'm a fan of that studio.
Maybe I'll go back and do, I guess, the top 3 here in a second. My last one here that I do not have faith in coming out this year is Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League.
Any thoughts to add on to that?
It is not coming out this year.
Oh yeah.
No. Rocksteady, they've had a good track record. All the Arkham games have been fantastic, and with the exception of a couple downs here and there, they're a great studio, and I love the Suicide Squad. I love this take that they have on them. Anytime that you have these characters that are kind of like on the underdog side, and you put them up against people that we actually know, unlike like in the movies, they're like, oh, let's go fight these blobs. Let's go fight Enchantress's evil brother. Like, that was dumb. And then in this new Suicide Squad, the Star-O. Or what was it? Star-O? Is that right? Whatever.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah, sure. No, they're fighting the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
They're killing Superman. Well, they're trying to kill Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, and whoever else is in this version of the Justice League. Because, they always sometimes throw Cyborg in there and Green Lantern or whatever. So we'll see. But that's going to be fun. And I'm excited for this take on it. And the gameplay that finally came out actually looked kind of good to me. So I'm excited for it, but I just don't think it's coming out this year. Right. But the intention is 2022.
I didn't have it on my... I mean, I that one didn't strike me as much as it seems to have for you. Mm-hmm. I think because it's so online based and focused.
It does look co-op.
That's just not something I'm ever going to really get into.
You don't know that?
I just feel like... if it doesn't have a pause button, I'm worried already. That's why, like, getting Elden Ring, I'm like...
It has a pause button, whether it works. We'll find out.
All right, you think of your top 3.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. I have my top 3 right here. And I'm looking at it, and I feel like this is a weird year for games. Like, there's... I guess... there's one I'm like, I should have put that on here. But at number 3, Fire Emblem 3 Hopes.
Okay.
Number 2, Triangle Strategy. Number 1, Plague Tale Requiem. I already know your number 1. Do you want me to tell everybody?
You don't know my number 1.
Dragon Ball The Breakers.
Switchboards.
No.
No.
God of War is on your list.
God of War would be my number 1 just based on, again, it's so good, the first one. Mm-hmm. So I just hope that it just matches it. I'm not expecting it to be better, but if it can match it, that'll be all I need.
You're going to play Harry Potter.
No. Hogwarts Legacy. Harry Potter this is way before he was even swimming around.
I'm not putting that on my list because I don't think that comes out this year. I still don't believe it. I want it to come out.
Hogwarts is coming out this year. Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy it's so up there. It might even be my number 1. Mm-hmm. Just because I already have God of War.
No,
I don't have Harry Potter.
That would be my number 1, but I don't believe it.
I have more faith in Legacy than God of War. So you know what? Hogwarts Legacy is my number 1. God of War, because I don't have faith, or I have less faith in it coming out this year, is my number 2. And
I heard rumors about June. God of War.
Oh, that'll be awesome. I don't think so. It'll be later this year.
Number 3.
I want to say Suicide Squad, but that one I don't think. Mm-hmm. So Mario Strikers Battle League.
Man, the Felipe getting in the Nintendo world today.
If the review's good, I'll get it. I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you were worried about how your year was going to go in gaming, how you were going to survive, then I hope we gave you a little bit of not even a little bit. We gave you a detailed overview of how you can survive with this little audio guide here at Educated Discussion Studio, aka Felipe's house. Oh yeah.
The visual guide also on YouTube, hopefully.
And it has extra visuals.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I get confused because survival visual. Anyway, my bad.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, but yes, hopefully, we came up with some good titles to remind you that hey, maybe it might not be too bad.
Yeah, and in the comments, tell us something we may have missed.
No, we got it all.
No. There's some I saw. I'm like, should I? Move on.
Yeah, well, we got all the good stuff. But yeah, Joe, of course.
Yeah, and so...
Let us know what you think.
And like this video if you're on the YouTube version. Mm-hmm. If you're not, tell your friends to listen. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah, you said it right.
I did.
Yeah.
And just one final piece of advice for all of you.
Yeah.
Keep it educated. Oi, what's that? It's a dangerous creature.
Don't, what?
I knew you were going to get mad. And we can redo it. I was just messing.
Oh my god.
A survival.
That doesn't make sense.
Are we keeping this?
Post credits.
All right, I'll start over.
Thank God. Okay.
I just wanted to see your face.
It didn't work last time.
I gotta survive. I can't survive in this infernal situation.
You said something about a mom.
Hey, mom. Okay, just start it over.
It's over. It started.
Oh. Well, you're just gonna keep... Okay, fine. Yeah.